Hi there, it's Jana from the Center for Women in Business, and I'd like to welcome you to this little tutorial that I've put together to show you how to access our new online membership directory and to help you build a membership directory profile that really spotlights your business and tells people what you do in the brief amount of space that our directory provides. It's more challenging than you'd think. Most of you may know my background is in journalism, marketing, speechwriting, copywriting, all of that good stuff, so I'm happy to help you with this project. I'm happy to work with you, and I was also very excited, along with the rest of our team members, to launch this new directory in September because we know it'll be a wonderful opportunity for our members to leverage their business, and also it presents us with a referral tool. We can send people to the directory when they call us looking for particular service providers, and we can also send media there on the occasion that we get calls from media organizations looking to speak to a particular woman business owner representing a certain industry for some perspective on being a woman business owner. So we're very happy to have this new tool on our website. And we want you to make the most out of it. So that's why I've put together this tutorial, and I hope it helps you. About a month ago, around the time we launched the new directory, I sent out an email to all of our active members, so you should have received that. If you didn't and you'd like to, you'll see my email address there on your screen, jana.mcgregor@msvu.ca. Also a couple of phone numbers there. If you want to contact me and let me know, I will be happy to send that to you. Also, at the end of the tutorial, if there's anything I didn't cover, anything you're unclear on, certainly follow up with me afterwards. I would be happy to help you out. Now, many of you know we've been talking about creating a new online directory for some time now. Over the past 6 months, our membership has grown as well as our web traffic, and our directory itself attracts a lot of views, and they're the valuable kind. We know from our analytics that people are lingering there to find out what our members are up to. And I can tell you that when we removed the old directory during the transition phase, just prior to launching our new one, I had quite a few emails from people asking where it went. So we know people are taking notice of the content in our directory. And that's because both members and clients want to know who belongs to the center, and they want to know details. Members also want to do business with other members, and that's something we strongly encourage at the center whenever possible. Media go there, as I mentioned, when they want the perspective of a woman business owner or they're looking for a particular industry expert. And then, of course, we have what I call randoms, people who are not necessarily affiliated with the center or a particular media organization, but they want to support local business and they want to support local women business owners. We feel that the new directory addresses all of those potential communication opportunities in a way our old directory didn't. And now I'm going to show you how to not only access it, but to really leverage it. It's one more opportunity for you to maximize your CWB membership. We want you to get the most out of it. So I encourage you to follow along with me as we go through the steps. And again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I want to begin by showing you the view options. So when you click on our membership directory, on the callout you'll see here on the right of our homepage, this is what you see. And some of you may have already been through the directory, have taken a look. Some of you have actually already gone in and created profiles, which is fantastic. And the ones that are there, they look great. Probably about a dozen members have gone in and created their profiles, so I'm going to use some of those as an example. Now, the great thing about this directory is that there are multiple ways to search for information. 4 ways. One is by list view, which you're currently seeing. Now, ACOA, for instance, click on ACOA and you will see the full directory profile, which includes a map, and that automatically populates when you add your street address. If people don't want to see the full profile, they can simply hit Bio for a quick summary about the company and the service offerings. That's list view. I'm just going to scroll down so you can get a better sense of it. Now I'm going to show you exactly how to populate this coming up, just to give you an idea of what it looks like to the public from our homepage. Option number 2 is grid view. So for those of you who don't yet have a logo, this is a great time to create one. This is basically a view, a collective view of the logos that have been added to the membership directory, to each individual profile. And when you click on them, you get just a brief snapshot of information, such as contact information and the option to go to the full profile. Just like so. The third search option is to add a keyword to the search. So we're looking for legal services, for example. We're just going to hit search. Automatically pulls up the one entry that we have so far. And the final and fourth option is, of course, category view. As you can see, we've listed quite a number of categories here. If by some chance your business does not fall under one of these particular categories, please let me know. We would be happy to add a new one or alter an existing one to better reflect your business. Very simple. Now, with this in mind, we're going to move toward the back end, the login, and talk a bit about how to create a profile and add all of the entry points that you just saw that will populate on the directory live. So we're going to go there right now. At the top of the screen, you'll notice a URL. This should have been emailed to you about a month ago. Again, if you didn't receive it, I'd be happy to email it to you again. Just let me know. It will take you here, and this is where you log in. You simply choose a username and add your email address, and I would recommend using the one that you would have put on your Center for Women in Business membership application, just to keep things simple. Once you add that email address and click register, a password will be sent to that email address, and it will be sent instantly. If you don't receive it within about a minute, check your spam, because we have had a couple of instances where that happened. Once you have that password, you will then be able to log in here using your username and the password that was sent to you. Now, I strongly recommend changing that password as soon as you get into this page, which is called Profile. And this is your profile. This is essentially information for your eyes only, just identification purposes, with the exception of your public display name. Everything is private here. Now, create a simple password that you're going to remember, because you certainly won't remember the one that they provide to you. It will be a bunch of letters and numbers, okay? So change your password and click Update Profile. And it will tell you profile updated, so you know you've done it properly. Once you've added in these fields, you then go into your directory entry, and that's where all of the important information goes. This information will potentially be live on the directory that I've just showed you. Now, the first thing you'll want to ask yourself is whether you want to create a profile that is organization-based or individual-based. And that simply means if you click individual, your name will be the first thing shown to people when they look at your profile. So if you're out there and you're networking and perhaps your business is not that well established, you might want to list your name first and your organization second. It really just concerns the order of things. Now, I've done my fake business, Jana McGregor Inc., as an organization. So that means that my business name will appear first, my name second. It's totally up to you. It's just strictly the order of things. The next thing you'll want to add is your logo. Now, I would recommend an image that would be a standard large web size, which would be around 640 by 480 pixels. Not too small, not too large. When you add an image that size, it will automatically resize to the appropriate configurations that you saw in grid view, which is around 300 by 225. You don't have to worry about that. Add a large, standard large web image and you'll be good to go. It will do all of that for you. Just make sure that when you're looking at it on your screen that it appears to be crisp. There's no pixelation happening before you upload it, and you should be fine. If you have any issues with your image, just let me know and I can certainly help you with that. So just to show you, and it's that simple. The next is address, and I just want to point out as we go that any of the information you add here, you do have the option to make it publicly visible or to hide it. So for some of you, you may want to add your address, your business address, just for your own purposes. You may not necessarily want to make that information public, for example, if you work out of your home. Again, totally up to you, and that's the beauty of this directory. It's very customized to your needs, and we certainly put a lot of thought into that as we worked with the designers to make sure that you have those options. Now, this is the street address for the Center for Women in Business, 166 Bedford Highway. You can add in all of the information here. And if you want to make that information public and show people exactly where your business is located, where they can find you, simply click geocode right here, and a map will populate. Phone numbers, again, same situation. You have the option to add multiple phone numbers here. Just use the drop down to indicate which one. You may have different numbers for different aspects of your business. All you do is click Add Phone Number. Again, same situation with your email address. You may want to include multiple email addresses. You may want to include a personal one. Totally up to you. Again, just click Add Email Address. Messenger IDs, there are some options here. Mostly people are using Skype, although there are a couple of more socially oriented ones here. For business purposes, though, Skype would tend to be the most prevalent. Social media IDs. Now, most business owners have multiple social media platforms that they're working on, and we have done our best to consider all of the more popular ones. So most likely, any one that you're on is listed here. However, again, if you don't see it, please let us know, and we can certainly add that option for you. All you will do here is add the link to your social media site, cut and paste it, add it in there. Add social media, you can add Facebook, you can add LinkedIn. Make sure you add all of it. You want those options out there. You want people to be able to reach you in various ways. Make sure they're there. And what will happen is any URL you add as a social media URL will populate on your visible profile as an icon. And I'll go back to that later, but you may have noticed it as I was going through the directory early on. Links, this is very important. This is where you add your website link. So your URL goes here, and whatever you want to call it. You may want to say your business name website. You may just want to say website. You may simply want to add the URL. Totally up to you. New window, I've selected do follow. That's just your page ranking. Again, customize. You can choose do follow, no follow. You can also assign your URL to your logo or another image if you wish. There is the option to add multiple images. I'm not doing that on mine, but you will simply see images and add image gallery. You just click and upload the same way we did with the logo. Very simple. And again, if you take a large web image, standard large web size 640 by 480, it will resize it to the specifications of the page, so everything looks nice and consistent. Dates, business date, if you want to include the date you opened, any dates that are attached to a particular promotion you have going on, you can do that right here. Okay, and there's some options that you'll see in here. Most people aren't doing that, but there may be a date that you do want to attach to a particular offer that you've got going on. So that is there if you wish. Now this is the most important part. This is your profile. This is your bio, and this is where you will tell people about your business, about you, what sets you apart, what sets your business product apart. This is where you will really capture the essence of your business. So I want to talk to you a bit about that, the things you should consider when you're writing this, and I'm just going to base it primarily on some of the questions that have been directed my way since we launched the directory. It's a small amount of space, and it seems like it would be a simple thing to talk about your business, but it is a pitch, and there are some things to consider. So I'm going to go through that with you now. Just follow along with me. So as most of you know, to create any effective business pitch, you have to be able to define your audience and know who it is that you're going to be speaking to. So I want to talk to you a bit now about kind of get into and elaborate on the people that are coming to our website that will be looking at your directory profile. And based on our analytics, where they come from. So the week of September 30th, our homepage had 1,800 homepage views. And this is a breakdown of where those views came from. So number one, Google. People are going to Google. They're typing in keywords, Center for Women in Business, Women Business Owners Halifax, Women Business Owners Nova Scotia, any keyword you can imagine, any combination. They're going there and they're searching, and it's taking them to our homepage. Now these are the top. Second to that, very close second, direct. And that means people are going and they're typing in centerforwomeninbusiness.ca and they're coming directly to our website. They're familiar with us. They're familiar with our website. They have a general sense of what we do. And most likely they're coming to the website for a particular reason. They're coming to learn more about a program, to see our upcoming schedule of events, that kind of thing. They're coming for a reason. And so are the referral traffic. Facebook, Twitter, Akoa, Bing, surprisingly, those are the top. So people will see a Facebook post, they'll click it, they'll come to our website, they'll learn more. All of these are great sources for you. It's a great opportunity for you to showcase your business from people who might not necessarily be familiar with the center. For example, the Chronicle Herald is listed here. 44 people, 44 visits were direct result of a Chronicle Herald post. So that could be paid advertising. That could be our Fempreneur feature that we have happening monthly in the Community Herald. That is where traffic is coming from, quite substantial. And it's an opportunity for you to sell your business to people who may not be familiar with the center and may not be familiar with you. Okay? They want to know, most people who come to our site want to know who our members are, who our programs are targeted to. Keep that in mind. Other industry affiliates, NSBI, Nova Scotia Business Inc., Industry Canada, We Connect Canada, Women's Enterprise Center, and we're also even getting referrals. We have one here from Twerp Communications, Anita Hovey, a longtime member, and if you go down the list, you'll see other members who have our logo posted on their website with a link to our homepage. We do get traffic that way too, so referral traffic is very, very important. Just remember, as you look at this list, now SwiftPage, for example, and the social media sites, and of course the direct traffic, all of those people probably have a good sense of what we do and they're coming for a reason. But the other referral traffic would suggest that these are people who don't know what we do and they're coming for that information. Those are the people who are spending real time on our website. They're not just skipping through, they're not just looking at one page, they're looking at multiple pages. But what pages are they looking at? Why are they coming? We know where they're coming from. Why are they coming? They're looking for a product or service. Now, we can figure that information out just by looking at the breakdown of our analytics. Average page visits, 2.91. So most of the time, they may be coming to our homepage, but they're going to 2 or 3 pages. They're looking at other pages, not just focusing their attention to what you see in front of you here. The average duration of the homepage visit is 3 minutes and 52 seconds, and that's a significant amount of time. That's enough time for them to look through our directory, for them to gain information on programming, for them to find out about a networking event where they can potentially come and meet with you, talk to you about your business, and talk about ways to work together. All of those things happen at our networking events. Keep that in mind. Connecting with you is the primary reason for looking at that membership directory. I mean, of course, some people are just going to be nosy, and that's okay, but mainly it's to connect with you. Perhaps they've met you at a networking event, at a business breakfast, at a particular signature event that we've held. They've met you. They remember your name. They remember your business, and they want to go and find out what your credentials are, what your background is. They want to know a little bit more so that perhaps they can do business with you, work with you, collaborate with you, and maybe even hire you, depending on what your business is, to provide a service for them that will help their business. That's what it's all about. Learning, to learn more. And so the top search terms that we've looked at are listed here. People are coming to find out about supplier diversity. They're looking for our location. They're looking for more information on access, whether it be the accessibility, physical accessibility of our building or our programs, where they're being held, if they're held outside of HRM. Business connections, that's a key one, as I've mentioned already. That's the name of the game. That's why a lot of people come and take out memberships at the center, and that's why a lot of people come to our website. They're looking to make those connections. The benefits, that also falls under the same category. And we're working very hard to create benefits for our members that are tangible and that get them the results that they need. It's a work in progress. But certainly I think over the past few months we've heard from a lot of you, and we are going to be conducting a little bit more research, coming to you, looking for more feedback. That's all part of it, and so we encourage you to continue to interact with us. And when we send the surveys and when we call for feedback, don't be shy, and I know a lot of you aren't. So that's the breakdown of the top search terms. What I didn't include there, what I wouldn't include there, are the searches for specific business names, your names, and your business names. We have a lot of people going to the search bar. I believe for the week of September 30th, we had 8 searches for particular names. People's names are members' names and their businesses. So we do know that people are coming there looking for very specific information on products, services, and people. So if they're coming to our website and they're looking for information on you or just general information on our membership, you have to be able to define what it is you want to say, what information you want them to come away with, and ultimately what is your goal. And so the next question becomes why you're there. You know why they're there? Why are you there? What is your message? And I've chosen Anita Hovey's Twerp Communications because she's completed her profile completely, and she does something in her profile that we often talk about at the center in terms of delivering an effective pitch, and that is to solve a problem. You're communicating the fact that your business, your service, your product, whatever the case may be, is going to solve a problem for the person who's looking at it. Right off the bat, Anita says, we live on social media so you don't have to. Bang, problem solved. No one has any time. Business owners, a lot of them, they're juggling multiple responsibilities. They're juggling the business. They're juggling the finances. They've got family commitments. They don't have time to be on social media. So right off the bat, Twerp Communications is offering to solve a problem. And that is a great thing to think about when you're building this profile. What problem can your business potentially solve for the people that are reading that profile? What do you offer? And that comes down into the next paragraph. You know, you're able to solve this problem, and here's how. As you can see here, I've just screenshot what we've already looked at in the live directory. The list view, the profile view, and the grid view. So your logo should really tie in to the actual messaging of your profile. Twerp Communications, the logo, obviously makes you think of the Twitter bird. Twitter is a huge part of their service offerings, the Twitter management and the content development. So automatically makes you think about Twitter, it makes you think about social media. It all ties together. There's that brand recognition right off the bat. Brand recognition ties into the messaging that you see right here. Torp Communications will become your trusted social media advisor and maintain your social media presence for you. It's very simple. She doesn't go into details about her professional background. You can find all of that by going to the website. And that's the thing. You want people to follow up by going to your website, by finding you on LinkedIn, by finding more about your business on Facebook. It's a subtle call to action by just providing the bare minimum of information on the business or service that you provide so that people can then follow up if they want to learn more. The content in your profile and your logo should be tied together in a little bow. It should really sync up. So think about that. If you're one of those people who haven't gotten around to creating a logo for your business yet, think a lot about that. Think about how the two tie together and how you can really make an impact in people's minds. People forget. Don't give them that opportunity. And then over here, the quick hit of information you get when you click the logo in grid view. And that brings me to a point that I'll make toward the end, just to make sure, keep it in the forefront of your mind, to keep your information fresh. And make sure that everything is correct. Have a friend check it over. Make sure that your numbers are correct. We've seen it happen. You know, people are in a hurry. Make sure your email address is correct. Test it out. When you add your information, go back to the website the next day and make sure it looks as it should. For all of you that haven't had a chance to log in and take a crack at your profile development, it's good to think of that profile section that we looked at, that little square box, as a blank sheet of paper. This is your opportunity to tell the story of your business, again, to people who may not know about it, or people who do and may not understand the full breadth of the services you can provide. They may not know the full extent of what it is you do, and they may only have a small picture of it. With that being said, again, brevity is key. And I just want to draw your attention to how key. Average attention span, according to statisticbrain.com, 2012, it's 8 seconds. So you have 8 seconds or less to capture their attention and to tell them what you do. You want to do it in a way that highlights your business, that really casts a spotlight on your strengths and service offerings, but you want to do it quickly. It's not the time to get into all of your credentials and accolades. You can provide that information on the website. You can provide that information when they follow up with you directly. It's a subtle call to action. You don't necessarily have to ask people to come to your store. I mean, you can, and some people have mentioned doing this, offering a promotion. If you're a Centra member, you get a discount. If you're a Centra member and you see this on the directory, mention it and, tie it to some sort of special offer. You can certainly add a specific, clear call to action. You're welcome to do that. But then you can also go with the subtle one, and that is providing just enough information to capture what you do, capture it well, but encouraging them then to follow up with you either directly or on social media or on your website. Percent of words read on web pages with 111 words or less, 49%. Again, time is of the essence. People don't have a lot of it. They want to know, they come there, they want to find out what they want to find out, and then they want to move on to the next thing as quickly as possible. So you have to make an impact, but you have to do it in as few words as you can without losing anything in the meaning. Percentage of page views that lasted more than 10 minutes, 4%. They're not sticking around that long. So just keep that in mind as you put your profile together. Imagine that you're learning about your own business for the first time. What are the key things that you want to know? You can call them bullets or one-liners, I prefer. Keep them in mind as you write. I can solve this problem. I can provide this service. And I can do this in a way that others do not. And that might be as simple as, a commitment to responding to inbound inquiries within a certain amount of time. I remember seeing a quote in one of our archived BizBeat articles from a cleaning company. And a cleaning company who was a member of the center that had been profiled, and the person interviewed the representative from the cleaning company, and I believe it was the owner. I'll have to go back and look. She said, "We do a better job than anyone else. We can clean," it was a commercial cleaning company, I believe. We do what we do better than anyone else. We don't cut corners. That's your opportunity to brag, but do it concisely. Don't go on and on. Just get to the point. Think of it as one-liners, or think about it as bullet points that you can elaborate a bit on. The final step, and I've already alluded to this previously, is to keep it fresh. Make sure that your information is being updated all the time. We've had a few instances in the past where people have told us, our members have told us, that they're not receiving correspondence from us. If we don't have an updated email address, we can't get the information to you. Similarly, if you don't have updated information in your profile, people can't reach you. So make sure your links are updated, your email addresses, your numbers. If you want to add people to your profile, contact names, make sure those are updated. And do that with any social media site. Do that with your website. And that's something that we're trying to do more and more at the center, is to make sure all of our pages, all of our information is as up to date and as fresh as it can be. People like that. And there is a certain expectation that people have when they come to your website or when they come to your profile, that they're going to see relevant information, and that all of the contact information is going to be up to date so that they can reach you, and they need to be able to reach you. That says a lot about your credibility. Email addresses, phone numbers that no longer are in service, it can look bad. I don't have to tell you that. So just keep an eye out and review your information every so often. Now, when you are done adding all of your information and you've completed your profile here, keeping all of those things in mind, you're going to scroll up to the top of the screen right here, and you're going to select your categories. And again, you should find a category heading that applies to your business. If you don't, let me know. They're not written in stone, and we're certainly happy to add something that's more reflective of what it is that you do. And then you're going to click Update. Now, if everything worked as it should, you're going to see messages right here saying Success. All of the things you've done, it's going to say Success. You'll get an error message if it didn't work, and then you can revisit it. And most of the time, it will tell you, it will show you which line item that hasn't been completed properly. So it's pretty good that way. Again, any problems, let me know, and I'll try to help you out with that. What happens once you've hit the update button is the Center for Women in Business gets an email notification saying that someone has added a new profile or altered an existing one. All we do at that point is we go in, take a look, make sure everything is appropriate, ready for public consumption, and we make it live. So after you update your information and get everything in there, give us a couple of hours, and typically we're pretty quick to review that information, and within a couple of hours of you adding it, you will see your profile on the website live. And to see that, you just go right here, Visit Site, and you will see it added here in List View, Grid View, and any keywords that are included in your profile will be searchable in the search bar that you see right here. So at this time, I'd just like to thank you for joining me for this tutorial, and I hope it's been helpful. Again, if you would like the step-by-step login information that I've gone over here with you, please email me and let me know if you didn't receive it. And again, if you have any questions, if there's anything at all I can help you with, don't hesitate to contact me. That's what we're here for. We want you to get the most of your membership, and we want to hear from you. So again, thank you. I hope you get the most out of this, this membership tool. I hope you use it, and best of luck to you. Thanks.